Today we'll be making cornmeal porridge. Cornmeal porridge is really good for you. Cornmeal porridge is the original cereal. These are the ingredients used to make cornmeal porridge. First you have the cornmeal, the vanilla, there's the nutmeg. Some people use the cinnamon in the stick. Others use cinnamon powder. You need a pot. Make sure that it has some depth to it so that you can stir the porridge when it's being made. You also need a cup. With the cup, you stir the cornmeal into it with water before adding it to the pot. You need a spoon and you need a grater. This grater is used to grate the nutmeg. Cornmeal porridge is made of cornmeal and water. Put the water to boil at a high heat. When the spices are added and the cornmeal is added, you turn it to a low boil. Add a stick of cinnamon or 2 spoons, according to your taste, of vanilla. You add the nutmeg. You grate her to flavor. Add half a cup of cornmeal to the cup. Then you add half a cup of water to the cup. Make it even, an even amount of water to an even amount of cornmeal. As you add the water, you stir the cornmeal to make it smooth. You make sure that it's smooth so that when you add it to the boiling water, it won't give you lumps. As your pot boils on the stove, you must add the cornmeal, stirring while adding it. Keep your hands close to the pot. Sometimes the cornmeal is inside the cup. You must take it out and stir so to not have lumps into your cornmeal. Sometimes what I do, I put a little bit of the cup inside the water to catch it, to make sure that I get all the cornmeal. Now, next, you turn down the stove to minimum, but not too low. Then you continue to stir. The secret of cornmeal is to stir as soon as you add the water. That way it doesn't thicken up and give you lumps. So you continue to stir the pot. You do this for approximately 15 minutes. The secret about porridge is that you always have to stir it. If you don't stir it often enough, it'll get lumps. Sometimes you see stuff like this, lumps like this. There's 2 things you could do about that. You could either break them up by squeezing the sides of the pot and stirring, or remove them from the pot. Notice it becomes thick. Allow the porridge to boil, but make sure you stir it when you see it bubbling. Depending on how much porridge you put in the pot, is it depending on the consistency and the thickness of the porridge. Pour the porridge in a bowl. Most people eat cornmeal porridge with sugar. A favorite is condensed milk. The porridge we created was for 3 people, depending on how much they eat. But you can see there's a lot left. Not really. Porridge tastes is good. You always want 2 bowls. So there you have it, a bowl of cornmeal porridge.